That ain't good. Where the fuck did he get off?
Hey, kid. You know some old world folks recorded audio time capsules when they realized the shit was gonna hit the fan? Gotta look inside buildings to find them, though. Help me with this guy, will ya?
Sometimes I can't sleep because of the awful sounds the infected outside make.
Goats? Yeah. Now there's a majestic beast.
Man, I'm so thirsty.
Don't stay out too late.
Watch where you're going. What a day. No frigging way I can do it. Hey, bro.
What's the problem?
Hey! Aren't you the pilgrim they wanted to hang? Man, you were in luck there. I could use some of that luck. I'm Alberto's apprentice. Not for long, probably. It's the third time I'm taking a shot at this test. If I fail again, Craftmaster Alberto's gonna kick me out.
Hey, what's a Craftmaster?
You're not from around here, right? Craftmasters are people who invent new technology, design innovations, all sorts of gadgets that might help in combat. Alberto's the Grand Master around here. Like I said, I'm his apprentice. People laugh at him, that he's slow and not very eloquent. But he's a real friggin' genius.
What's this test about?
I have to design something useful for the citizens. I already invented underwater reading glasses for Alberto, then a retractable dog leash. But he kept jamming. And besides, we have no dogs here. All my ideas are worthless. Now is my last chance to prove that I am not worthless. So I spent the last several weeks walking around the bazaar and thinking hard. And then, I hit it. Our goats. They're kept in cages because they eat crops. But life in cages makes them sad, and they give less milk. So I came up with the idea of a fence, energized with just a tiny bit of voltage. That would keep the goats under control, but let them produce more milk. I called this invention the electric fence.
So, what seems to be the problem with this invention of yours?
I'm missing a few parts, and they're not that easy to get. I'm worried I won't be ready on time. Maybe you could help me. If you find them for me, I'll give you one of my super cool inventions.
Nothing to do with goats, I hope.
Nah, something much more interesting. You'll see. I just need some electric parts. I'll dismantle them for resistors and other useful things. As far as I know, they could be found in two places. One's an old hardware store on Fitzwilliam Place, near the water tower. Alberto says they'll be there for sure. But it's a dark place, full of turned creatures. You have to go there at night.
And the other option?
Whatever's left of military patrols. I know of one place south of Horseshoe, near the old electrical substation. Bandits roam in the area, so it's possible there's nothing left there. In which case you'll have to look for other patrol remains, or take a night trip to the store.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. But I can't promise anything.
I would be very grateful.
Can't leave in the bazaar today. The wind's blowing from the east.
Aren't that building?
Stay safe out there.
Don't recognize me? Or are you allergic to making money? Listen, Phil, we can make a killing, you and me. You just need to get me some beets, radishes, parsnips.
There he is. Grab him, Ed. He's a murderer.
What?
Julian, Luke's been poisoned. From the water you sold him, Devin says.
What? But I don't sell water.
Liar. Luke told me he got it from you. Whatever's in it has him ranting and raving now.
You sure he didn't blame me after he started renting?
Oh, wait a minute. Do you have proof?
Of course. The water came in a bottle. Luke got that water in one of your bottles. When I tell Carl about this, you'll hang!
Bevan, wait! I swear, I don't even sell water, damn it!
If you're lying, Julian, you're fucking toast.
When I die, I want to be burned to ashes scattered on the street.
Wait, so then, if you're not selling water, how'd someone get a hold of one of your bottles?
Knowing that shithead Luke, he probably stole it. That would be like him. Even if he did, my water's pure as melted snowflakes.
You sure? How do you store it?
I buy bottles.
There's no way it could become contaminated.
Not a chance. My supplier, Marco, always has clean water.
So, maybe it's revenge.
For what? Everyone loves me. Never had an enemy in my life. Wait a second. Wait. Shit. Except maybe Marco. That bastard. Come to think of it, he's got an axe to grind for me. It was a long time ago. Never mind. Listen. He lives above an old shop on the west end of Villador, on Houndfield Lane. I traded him a few kilos of my finest flour for the water. Prove he poisoned it, and half my flour is yours. Can you do that for me?
I guess I could check it out.
And there's one more thing. I'm a little embarrassed. Hans might also have a bottle of this water.
I thought you weren't selling it.
I'm not, except, well, to Hans, and can you go warn him? He's also on Houndfield, a few buildings down.
Something's fishy about this, Julian. Look, you better be telling the truth, otherwise it'll be hard to help you.
I wish someone
all for nothing. I just have to get it right this time.
You look familiar.
Yeah, the guy who almost got hanged.
Why worry? You're standing here, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Look, we had no choice. If you had turned like we thought you were gonna, it would have been a massacre.
I see. It was a risky situation. I get it.
So? We good?
We're good.
Fuck me, people will always complain. We're alive, and that's what counts. Pilgrim, heard you were the curious type. Explore streets and building interior.
Sometimes I wake up.
I ain't leaving the bazaar today. The wind's blowing from the east. That's a bad omen.
I guarantee my prices cannot be beat.
Hey, that's the pilgrim.
Howdy. It's nice to see a new face.
So that's the pilgrim? Don't look like much of a sinner.
5 years of learning and all for nothing. I just have to get it right this time. Alberto needs to see I'm good enough. Did you find the parts?
No, not yet.
Please, hurry.
You got water for sale? I'll pay half a crystal per gallon.
Gotta gig us a finisher tomorrow. Someone's gotta take care of the fighters roaming the streets around the bazaar at dawn.
I just have to get it right this time. Alberto needs to see I'm good enough. Do I know
Barney's?
Hey, Hangman. How's the neck?
Who's Barney?
Everyone knows Barney here.
I don't. Tell me.
I wouldn't bother yourself about Barney. He doesn't like nosy people. Liable to piss him off if he finds out. And you don't want that kind of trouble.
Now I definitely want to know more.
Okay. He's Sophie's younger brother. Some say he's crazy, but he's a pillar of the bazaar. The PKs are afraid of him, and they should be. Barney is no one to fuck with.
Hey, that's the pilgrim.
You know, some Sometimes I wonder what we did wrong. Surely God is punishing us for something.
Sometimes I wake up at night and forget the fall even happened. That's about the only time I smile. And then I see them goddamn UV lights.
Not the one who kills him, I bet. Did Lucas have enemies? He was a PK commander. What do you think? What if there's nothing to it, and this is just some random story?
Such a bit much, okay, but you deserve it. I get more use out of you than I get from that wench.
Looking at all the dead people?
It says here they're missing.
Same difference. They never find them anyway.
Now then why the board?
It's been 15 years. Many people disappeared back then. My neighbor lost his 2 kids. But life goes on. Except, nobody has the courage to take those photographs down. But it's hopeless. Since there are no night runners, the search always ends the same.
Those night runners. Tell me about them.
What's there to say? Nearly all of them are dead. When they were around, they were the only ones not afraid to go out at night. They rescued those who didn't manage to get to a shelter. But of the entire group, only a few survived, including Frank, their former commander. Once upon a time, he was great. Now, he drinks himself into a stupor at his place in the Central Loop. Hard to say how much longer he'll be around.
Have you heard of kids who were in the GRE tests?
Huh. And who wasn't in the tests? The young, the old, the blind, the deaf. Everyone came to find a vaccine. Some for cash. Others to cheat destiny and not get infected. But that was the devil's bargain of Villador. Walled in with the plague, but given the chance to be the ones who gave the cure to the world. Well, the virus won. The study was eventually discontinued. And the children? Officially, no one tested on children. Human rights and other crap.
And unofficially?
And unofficially. Apparently, some of the kids were taken out of the city. The rest, well, they just scattered around the city, abandoned. If the infected didn't get them, then hunger or darkness did.
Where are all these kids at now?
After all those years, most of them are probably dead. If someone got luckier and is still wandering around, they will probably be in the Central Loop. More peacekeepers there. Easier to survive.
Someone must know more.
Why? The past is the past, and there's no point in dredging it back up. Everyone has their own problems. Here and now, Pilgrim. Everyone fights for themselves.
I hear she's seeing a peacekeeper. Her parents are gonna flip.
I feel like someone has sucked all the life out of me. Don't you like rain? The whole world.
5 years of learning and all for nothing. I just have to get it right this time.
Hey, that's the Pilgrim.
I keep telling everyone you should be getting ready for winter.
You know, some old world folks recorded audio time shit's gonna hit the fan? Gotta look inside buildings that might steal water.
5 years of learning and all for nothing. I just have to get it right this time. Albert, you see, I'm good enough.
When you know you hit rock bottom.
Worst thing was they took all the equipment. Don't make me laugh.
You're tougher than most men I know.
You weren't there.
And I regret that very much. I'd have killed the bastards on the spot.
middle of school right now. No field trip. Trips? Here,
That was quite a
maybe
pleasure.
this studious-looking young...
What's going on here?
Hello, I'm Henkel. This student here was curious about my lesson today, about when the guns were confiscated in Villador, and what happened afterwards. He wants to light a candle on the site of the March Massacre.
The March Massacre?
Yes. 64 people died that day. Gunned down like sitting ducks. If you want to know more, you should go and see for yourself.
Why can't he?
No one can leave the building while school is in session. Children shouldn't walk around the bazaar on their own.
I thought you'd be more worried about them falling into a dark zone.
Oh, kids nowadays are too smart to fall into a silly hole. Anyway, could you light a candle for him, young man? You might learn something yourself.
Sure, though I was pretty lousy at history.
History is boring when someone tells you about it. It starts being fascinating when you can touch it.
Touch it?
Yes. Take this candle and go to the monument of the World Art Congress. Or what's left of it. It's close by. Contact me when you get there. You'll see what my lesson was about today.
Inhibitor container detected.
Henkel, I'm at the monument. You were right. Not much left of it.
Good. Look closely. There is much more to it than meets the eye.
Inhibitor container detected.
There's a plaque here. Oof, a lot of names on it. Are those the victims of a massacre?
Yes, 64 names. Things was starting to get pretty bad outside the walls around then, and the army needed more weapons. So they confiscated the civilians' weapons. Private ownership of any sort of firearm and its ammunition was forbidden thereafter.
What happened here?
That is where the riots started. People were terrified. How could they protect themselves and their families? There was massive unrest. So, a curfew was put in place, and homes were raided to ensure no one was hiding any weapons. Punishment for those who didn't comply was quite severe.
Inhibitor container detected.
Shots were fired.
The army started shooting at people. Panic broke out. And of course, things only got worse. The riots escalated. It was the beginning of the end. Light the candle.
Inhibitor container detected.
So you're saying that Pratt made a bad call, taking people's guns away?
Hard to know for sure, but it didn't end well for anyone. In fact, the main irony is that the army soon ran out of ammunition. And just like that, firearms became obsolete. At least, that's what's generally believed to have happened. Now, you'll hear some folks claim that Pratt kept a secret stash of ammunition somewhere in the city. But if so, he took that secret to the grave. So I guess we'll never really know. And that's the thing about history. We rarely ever really know. It's not a hard science. History is fragile as the passing of time. It takes the vigilance of people like myself to make sure it's not rewritten to suit the whim of each new generation's self-righteous fight. The duty of remembrance. Everyone should practice it. Farewell now, Pilgrim. I hope this little trip down memory lane has illuminated your path.
Inhibitor container detected.
Aiden, how's it been, kid? Got a taste for city life?
I've been here and there.
You know, the best parties always happen in the center. And that's where we're going. I have a plan for how to get there. I'll tell you everything on the spot. Meet me on the roof near the main metro station.
The worst thing was they took all the equipment. Hey, Benny, give me a break, man. It's not a big deal.
And all for nothing.
Trying to think how to fix
I
this.
just have to get it right.
believe you. The card was good for me.
I'm not made for this.
Hakon.
You're a better climber than one crazy girl I used to know. She was something. She even wanted to climb the tallest building in the city, the VNC Tower.
Was she one of your wives?
Almost. Too hot-tempered, even for my tastes.
What about this passage to the center?
Right. Look, from this roof you can clearly see the Peacekeeper's base.
So the PK run the city?
They sure think they do. That's what they need the uniforms and ranks for. They tattoo them. They're fucking obsessed with hierarchy. But they don't control the city. At least not all of it.
Who controls the rest?
The Colonel. The Renegades. Oh, you won't meet them here. For now.
Wait, you brought me here to take a look at the Peacekeepers?
The PK are your ticket to the center. I told you the only way to get there is through the metro tunnels. I'll go inside and draw their attention away from the platform. Then you enter the metro technical station. There's an airlock there. We'll take it together to the central loop.
We can't just ask them to let me through?
No chance. Right now, each new face they see belongs to a suspect in their commander's murder. They know me. I trade with them sometimes. I deliver lamps from the girls, or goods from dark zones. There might be a few infected there. Nothing a pilgrim can handle, though. When you get to the main station, let me know. Now you better get some sleep. You'll head out at night, when there's less infected in the tunnels.
Huh? Hakon. There's a creature I haven't seen before.
What does it look like?
Not a big one. Extremely fast.
Probably a bolter. You can find some interesting stuff on them. But catching one requires serious hunting skills. Now is not the best time for this, Aiden. Head for the tunnels.
getting blamed for this.
Parts for Carlos and his groundbreaking fence. Hope he's still waiting at the bazaar. I'm in the tunnel.
Okay. Now watch out for the infected. There might be a few, or a few dozen. I'm already in the PK base. I'll throw a UV flare through the vent, and you'll see how to get to the main station.
Hakon, I got to the flare.
Look around. The technical tunnel to the main station should be well lit. I've already lured the guards upstairs. I'll chat them up while you get inside.
Oh, shit. Hakon, there's a situation here. Hakon?
single sig more.
No, never mind then. Bye. Wait!
Yeah.
I got it. I'm inside.
5 packs. Think about it, and I'll be right back.
I'm on the platform.
Open the airlock. I'll be there in a second.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Where did he come from? He was wandering through the tunnels. Fucking bizarre riffraff.
More like a renegade spy.
Doesn't look like a renegade.
He's awake. What were you doing at our base?
I'm only trying to get to the city center.
The center? The tunnel's gonna be closed until you hand over Lucas's killers. Bizarre scum. How is it that you lot saw nothing, heard nothing, and you managed to forget about the ban on passage? Maybe we'll start punishing you by cutting off your hands. That would improve your memory, huh? What were you doing 4 days ago?
I'm a pilgrim. 4 days ago, I was 100 kilometers away.
Enough, Anderson. We need the truth, and you won't get it through coercion.
But Commander Lucas always
is
said...
dead, and now I'm in command. You've read the reports? A pilgrim appeared in the bazaar yesterday. Looks like he's not lying. Leave us, Sergeant. I want to talk to him alone.
Where did you come from?
From Crossdale River.
That's over 1,500 kilometers from here.
It's actually more than 2,000. The freeway bridges collapsed. There are no straight paths.
And you've managed to make it so far away. Impressive. What's it like out there these days?
When was the last time you were out of the city?
About 15 years ago.
And then there are that many fewer survivors. And that many more infected.
Stands to reason. Most people endure living in this hellhole because what's out there has got to be so much worse.
My wife and I lived in England. I had 2 sisters, 2 brothers. Haven't heard from them for 10 years.
Where did they live?
In and around London.
From what I've been told, London doesn't exist. There may be 4 settlements left on the entire island.
Fucking hell.
Why would anyone think I killed your commander?
You tried to escape to the Central Loop 4 days after the murder. Besides, if I were Carl, I'd hire a stranger to kill Lucas too. It's the cleanest way.
Well, I don't know who Carl is.
You'll find out soon enough. Carl keeps both hands on the steering wheel. He's a faux sanctimonious prick who's turning the entire bazaar against us, even though we protect them.
What's it like outside the walls? You never know where danger's gonna come from. Always new territories, new threats.
And you came here to take shelter?
I came here because I'm looking for someone. And a lot of people are said to have survived in Villador.
You're looking for someone? Maybe I can help you, but not for free.
I'm used to trading. What do you need?
No nonsense. That's good. The tunnel will be closed until I find our commander's murderer, Commander Lucas. His body was found in the bazaar, horribly mutilated. The people of the bazaar aren't making this easy. They're proud and loyal. They refuse to turn anyone in. But Commander's lost its patience. I have orders from the top, Pilgrim. If the inhabitants of Old Villador continue to revolt, our army will come here and burn the bazaar to the ground. Now, I'd rather avoid that.
And what do you need from me?
Lucas had a weapon. A rare set of brass knuckles called the Lazarus. This is the key to finding the killer. If you learn anything about the Lazarus, tell me, and I will most certainly return the favor. It's worth a lot, and we didn't find it on his body. I think someone from the bazaar may have appropriated it.
So if I find that weapon, you'll let me through to the center?
It's not that easy. Villador suffered much. First, it was isolated from the outside world because of infection. Then the walls became its salvation. But people here learned not to trust easily. I won't open the passage until I've caught the killer. But if you can find the Lazarus, I'll remember that. You'll be the first one through, once justice is done.
Sounds as if I have no other choice. I'll try.
Look around. Ask people. And don't come back empty-handed. Good luck.
Why didn't you wait before unloading? Pay overtime here, right? Juan was right about you.
I haven't seen a uniform like yours before.
I'm a carrier.
A carrier? And what's that?
I belong to the Carriers Guild. I'm one of many.
If there's so many of you, why haven't I seen your uniform before?
We're discreet. We're entrusted with valuable information, and therefore keep a low profile.
Now, your profile isn't so low right now.
Indeed. Our headquarters are located in the center, and the only passage right now goes through the subway tunnels. The Peacekeepers control the passage and aren't letting anyone in or out of the center right now. Until they do, I'm stranded.
That sucks, especially since I'm in need of some information.
I can't help you. We have a strict code of confidentiality. Only our guild master would be authorized to share information.
And then he's the one I should talk to. Any other ways I can get into the center?
Not that I'm aware of. On the surface, the border of the center is a no-man's land. It was devastated in a chemical attack, cutting this district off from the center. The air and ground are poison. Only the most freakish of monsters can survive there.
Damn. Well, I'll have to find a way. Somehow.
Good luck.
Hey, Hakon. Are you there?
Aiden, buddy. Good you're alive.
Yeah? I got caught and questioned.
Good. They didn't kill you. Meet me outside.
Citizen, you can't linger here. If you need help, check in with the dispatch officer.
Yesterday I had a good day.
The water issue. Starting to make us look bad.
You must help us. Otherwise, there will be a rebellion.
Help us in the investigation. We'll help you with the bandits.
I told you already. Nobody in the bazaar had anything to do with Lucas's death.
Then why won't you let us search your homes, huh? If everyone is so innocent, then there'd be nothing to hide.
Keep your brutes away from our homes, Anderson.
So you're hiding someone. Time is running out, Carl. You don't hand over the killer, we'll raise your precious bazaar to the ground.
Sow the wind and reap the whirlwind, Anderson.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
I got your 6. Aiden, come on. I'm on the roof next to the metro.
You take care now, you hear?
Now, just this way.
Let me lighten your wallet.
More or less I wish Bazaar would talk to us more. This feud is silly. We all want peace.
Keep your brutes away from our homes, Anderson.
So, what did they want from you?
Ader said he might let me through to the center, if I help him.
What? What are you supposed to help him with?
He wants me to find Lucas's weapon, the Lazarus. Went missing from the crime scene. He believes finding it will help find the killer.
The Lazarus, huh? Fancy set of brass knuckles, right? I know a guy who trades stolen goods and other shit he gets from thieves.
A fence?
Part-time fence, full-time scammer. An artless one, too. He's got half the city after him for debt right now. If anyone in Villador is fool enough to buy a peacekeeper weapon, it would be him.
And what's his name?
Hubert Carbatzos, also known as Half-Ass Hubie. Every day he sets up shop in the nearby windmill and waits for customers. Probably selling booze and weed to the PKs. If you want to find the Lazarus, talk with Hubie. I'll chase down some other leads.
Okay, let's keep in touch.
We need to take the water tower back.
The last guy to come up behind me got a broken nose.
You Hubert?
No, not me. I'm waiting for Hubie too, so get in line.
Got it. No one will be here?
Maybe in an hour, maybe two. You never know with old half-assed. That said, he's got the best moonshine. So, worth the wait.
Nothing to do but wait, I guess. Hey, you Hubert?
Who's asking?
A customer. I want to buy something.
Hey, you're that stranger they wanted to hang, aren't you? Hey, Hubie, you got a special customer. It's that pilgrim from the bazaar.
Wait, I just want to buy something. So, that was Hubie, wasn't it?
Yep. Apparently had an urgent appointment with another customer.
Yeah, sure. Hakon, he's running away.
Nah, sounds like Hubie. Oh, wait a sec. I see him. Asso's running to the northeast. Faster, Aiden. You almost got him.
Right on. Hakon, he's not here.
Impossible. I saw... That little weasel must be...
Believe the commander was killed by anyone from the bazaar. Fuck knows. Lucas was a real hard-ass.
Guy like that is bound to have enemies all over.
I hope Ader's got a plan to solve the water issue. This is starting to make us look bad.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Got you on my radar,
Sometimes.
Pilgrim. Don't cause any fun here. Are we clear?
You know what that reminds me of? Water, and what did you do? Not the one who kills him, I bet. Did Lucas have enemies? How should I know? He was a PK commander. What do you think?
This isn't kosher, Damien. You need to respect the rules.
I respect everything. No one is more respectful to me, I swear.
Hey.
I don't know how to thank you. One more thing. Could you help me set up my show? My installation's right outside the main entrance. Turn it on, please. I'll go get Alberto. Wait till he sees it. Meet me by the goat pen then, near the wall.
What did you think? No, nothing. That's great.
You know, I used to come to this place with my kids before the fall. It used to be beautiful. You liking the bazaar?
They seem to have some kind of other disease. They won't.
I'm not doing that much better.
Have to meet up with your brother.
I don't understand what happened.
Everything all right?
No, it's grilled. The goat is grilled. I'm such an idiot.
What happened?
I must have overcalculated the voltage.
See, he's useless.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I could get it so wrong.
I told you it would be a waste of time.
Why? I don't think so. This is very... It has big, huge...
You're saying it has potential?
Potential, yes. It could be an effective weapon.
A weapon?
It's a ready formula. If you just use it on a weapon, it could raise your odds against turned creatures. The brave goat gave its life to science. There's dinner for everyone. And you? I take you as, and pronounce you,
Craftmaster? Really? Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you.
We'll talk later. Come, Vincenzo.
I can't thank you enough. Here, take this. If it's not strong enough, come round to my Craftmaster workshop.
Sure, thanks. Just, watch yourself out there, okay?
No worries, friend.
My grandfather used to work as a miner in the quarries south of the old town. Those tunnels are teeming with infected now.
The way the commander is killed, they turned the place upside down.